Is dating everyone, everybody hates everyone, everybody's like had tons of plastic surgery and we're actually men. And it's just like...
Blake Lively is never recovering from those mean girl allegations. Not only did she basically fat shame this interviewer that was only trying to congratulate Blake on her pregnancy, but the same interviewer just came out and said that she's infertile and that Blake's comment about her little bump that wasn't there hit her like a bullet.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Lauren. I do random content on my channel whenever I can. So excuse how I look right now. I have been spending all today packing, getting ready to go to college because tomorrow I leave, so that's why I look the way I do. But I did really want to make a video, a semi-part 2 if you will, about the whole Blake Lively drama and the It Ends With Us drama that never really ended. So that's what today's video is about. Before we get started, please don't send any hate to anyone mentioned in this video. Purpose of this video is to talk about it, give our opinions in the comments, and have a nice discussion. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started with the video. So the internet has seemed to dub Blake Lively as the new JLO, as a lot of stuff has come up about her character from previous interviews to overall what's going on with the It Ends With Us drama. So I wanted to start off where we left off last time. If you haven't seen basically part 1 to this video, I will link it down below. So where we last left off, we had talked about how Blake Lively had told a magazine or something that she felt that Justin Baldoni made her uncomfortable. After I posted my video, it was announced what it was, and it turns out that Blake Lively felt that Justin Baldoni fat shamed her. So what ended up happening was Justin Baldoni has a previous back injury that he had gotten, and I guess there was a scene that he was going to lift Blake in. Blake around this time was pregnant, and Justin Baldoni had asked his trainer or someone on set, how much does Blake weigh so he doesn't injure his back? And Blake took it in a way in which she felt that he fat shamed her. Now, I don't mean to go hard on Blake, and I'm not going to, because I do get when pregnant women, you know, all the hormones, you feel very self-conscious about probably how you look, maybe how you weigh, stuff like that. So I get possibly her feeling that way. I get that. But I don't think it's entirely Justin's fault because he has a pre-existing back injury. And I think that was, you know, that was props on him to make sure he doesn't get more injured or anything like that. You know what I mean? It was that, and then also a kiss scene that Blake felt lasted way too long. So you can take that as you will. That could just be something, you know, she just didn't feel comfortable with. But overall, there's just been creative differences between Blake and Ryan and Justin, as we mentioned last video. And I also want to mention that the entire cast follows Blake but not Justin. And that's something a lot of people bring up, especially in my last video that I had posted on TikTok. A lot of people were saying, hey, that's kind of weird given the fact that, like, you know, if all y'all are saying that Justin's innocent, why does the whole cast follow Blake? And that is kind of true. But I see one of two reasons as to why that possibly happens. So, number one, Blake does have a big standing in the media. She grew up in the media. Her and Ryan have a big say. And, you know, it's like Colleen Hoover, for example. She's trying to get into Blake's good graces. So maybe the whole cast wants to do the same thing and not be ostracized like Justin. Or number two, Justin actually did something and is trying to cover it up because apparently he has the same PR team that helped Johnny Depp during his trial. So take that as you will, because that's kind of concerning also. So the thing that's going around the internet right now is an old interview that Blake had with this female interviewer, in which prior to this, Blake had publicly announced that she was pregnant. And so in this interview, the interviewer, she makes the comment to Blake saying, oh, congrats on your little bump. And Blake seemingly takes it in a negative way, in which she says sarcastically to the interviewer, congrats on your little bump.
Congrats on your little bump.
Congrats on your little bump.
What about my bump? Did you guys love wearing those kind of clothes that you...
Yeah.
And, you know, working in digital...
Everyone wants to talk about the clothes, but I wonder if they would ask the men about the clothes.
I would.
I love Jesse's suits and how
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's not just the women that have the clothes.
But
I feel like the women
Victoria-
get the conversation, but it's like...
Yeah.
So the interviewer recently came out about how she felt regarding that. And it turns out that she was struggling with fertility issues at that time. So for Blake to make that comment to her, you know, like, that seemed to really hurt her. And this comes to show why you should not make comments like that. Don't be rude to people's appearance. Do not be rude to people's appearance because you never know what they're going through. So a lot of people in the comment section of my TikTok were saying, how could Blake have known? Like, how do you all expect her to know this? And I don't expect her to know that. But it's just common decency to not critique someone's appearance, especially because Blake meant it in a very rude way. People are also digging up old interviews that came from Gossip Girl. Now, Blake Lively, she played Serena Vanderwoodson on Gossip Girl, for those of y'all who don't know. And a lot of people are bringing up her relationship with Leighton Meester. Leighton Meester had played Blair Waldorf. A lot of people were bringing up how Blake and Leighton weren't as close as Blair and Serena are. Like, they were not really friends. They didn't really consider themselves friends. And I do want to stress that you don't have to be friends with your coworkers, because I think some people are kind of like taken aback by that. At the same time, the two of them played really good friends and they looked like they got along, but offset they weren't. So old interviews came up regarding Gossip Girl and how Blake was just making some kind of like rude or sarcastic comments, specifically one where she was comparing Leighton to a monkey.
It was another promise was no pet monkey. Yeah. Chuck has a matching pet monkey with coordinating outfits, and I was like, I would love to be part of the show, but I can't act with a monkey. And then I got a few of them.
She got a few of them.
Come on, it was a joke. Lord have mercy.
I thought that was pretty rude given the fact that the two of them aren't really friends offset. So for her to make a comment like that and just putting down her co-star, you know what I mean? I just thought that was pretty rude. And who knows, maybe another reason why the two of them didn't really get along was because the two of them were from completely different worlds. Blake had parents who were involved in the media. They were in the industry already. While with Leighton, her parents were involved in crime. And I'm pretty sure she started acting and I think modeling to help support her younger brother, I think. So the two of them came from completely different worlds and they acted differently also. So another thing people brought up was that the Gossip Girl cast, they all follow Leighton, but none of them follow Blake. Like I mentioned, you don't have to be friends with your coworkers and stuff. It shouldn't be really expected. But that is kind of weird because if you want to bring up how the whole cast of It Ends With Us follows Blake but not Justin, the same thing could be said for Gossip Girl, but in the case of Blake, I don't know. I just think that's something to kind of consider as well. So the last thing I want to bring up was also how Blake Lively gave a very big tribute to the antebellum South, as well as her and Ryan getting married on a plantation, which is also very concerning. So the YouTuber It's Keisha, who I love by the way, had made a whole video talking about this. So I will link the video down below as it gives a bit more detail and stuff. So Blake had did a whole tribute video to the antebellum South, which for those of you guys who don't know or who may not be in the US, the antebellum South was basically pre-Civil War when slavery was still a big thing in the US. So to idolize that is kind of weird if you ask me. It's pretty weird. And then also, like mentioned, her and Ryan got married on a plantation, which is also very weird. But yeah, that's just, I don't know why that would be idolized in my opinion. I don't know why. But anyways, I know people have been bringing up like, oh, why is the whole internet suddenly jumping on Blake? Like, why are they suddenly jumping on them for doing this, doing that, whatever? And it's like, I think people just were made more aware of her behavior given the fact of what came out with It Ends With Us. You know what I mean? I think it's fine. Like, you know, these people don't know you and we should be able to call out celebrities for behavior they've been doing or they've been getting away with for years. And this is something like I don't think any of us noticed until her PR and whatever she was doing for It Ends With Us was coming out and people were like, hey, this is kind of weird. You know what I mean? I just think the whole mean girl behavior, I think she needs to really change that, especially how she talks to like her interviewers or her fellow castmates, because she makes it come across off as like very like haha, like I'm just joking type of way. But you know, making comments like that like especially in a rude way to people who are seemingly being nice to you. It's just, I think that's something she needs to change. And maybe she's already changed from these old interviews that she's been doing, but it's just something that she probably needs to work on. But anyway, so this was my opinion on the whole matter. I really wanted to talk about it given the fact I had talked about the whole It Ends With Us drama. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and comment down below what else you guys want me to talk about on my channel. Because I'm heading back to college, my upload schedule might be more all over the place. I'm hoping to upload at least once a week. I'm going to try to do that, but it may be hard, so hopefully we can do it. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time on my channel. Bye, guys.